hear your reaction about this. This is a story from In Touch Weekly. Meghan Markle is absolutely buzzing after she and husband Prince Harry returned home from their trip to
Ooh.
Australia. That does feel like something Meghan Markle.
What if everything you're hearing is not the full story? Meghan Markle just returned from Australia, and according to insiders, she believes this trip proved one thing: she doesn't need the royal family anymore. But here's the twist: not everyone is buying it. In fact, some are calling it something very different. After Meghan and Prince Harry wrapped up their Australia visit, reports started flooding in. Sources close to Meghan claim she's energised, that the reaction from the public was overwhelming, and that this tour confirmed what she's believed all along: that she has a natural connection with people, that she shines without the royal system behind her. And now, she wants more tours, more attention, more global presence. But here's where things get interesting, because while Harry may see this lifestyle as his future, Meghan reportedly sees it as just one piece of a much bigger plan. Not everyone agrees with that success story. Critics are asking a simple question: if this was such a massive win, why does the public reaction feel so divided? There were moments that raised eyebrows, like appearances that didn't draw the crowds expected, events that felt more staged than organic, and choices that, to some, seemed completely out of touch. And then, there's the messaging. On one hand, Meghan presents herself as strong, independent, and above the noise. But on the other, she often speaks about being one of the most targeted public figures in the world. That contradiction? People are starting to notice it. Now let's talk about strategy, because this is where things really start to unravel. During the tour, Meghan and Harry opened up about personal struggles. They spoke about pressure, criticism, and negativity. But here's the issue. When you're standing in front of people dealing with real, everyday hardships, that message can land the wrong way. Some critics argue that instead of inspiring, it comes across as complaining. And in today's world, where attention is everything, perception is reality. So the question becomes, is this approach helping their image or quietly damaging it? Then there's Prince Harry, because his message hasn't always been consistent either. At times, he speaks openly about how difficult royal life was, how it impacted him personally. But at the same time, he continues to operate in a space that looks very similar to it. Public appearances, global tours, high-profile speaking events. So people are asking, does he want distance from that life, or is he trying to recreate it on his own terms? And this is where perception becomes everything, because audiences today are sharper than ever. They notice patterns, they notice inconsistencies, and once a narrative starts to feel repetitive, people lose interest. Some critics say Meghan's messaging has become predictable, always circling back to the same themes. Others argue that the focus on personal struggles is overshadowing opportunities to inspire. And in the world of media, that's a dangerous place to be, because attention doesn't just fade, it shifts to the next story. So now we're left with a bigger question. Was the Australia trip really a turning point? Or was it simply a moment that's being interpreted very differently depending on who you ask? Because one side sees success, momentum, and growth. The other sees disconnect, confusion, and missed opportunities. And the truth? It might be somewhere in between. What do you think? Was this a major win for Meghan and Harry? Or is the public starting to see things differently? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is far from over.